Hey, I have a video for you guys. We are doing a collective book haul. I have 30 plus books that I've been collecting and keeping note of, books that I've bought since I think we're looking at the beginning of January. It's been so bright in here and like good lighting, and as soon as I start filming, it's gone. So we're just gonna go through and I'm gonna tell you the books that I bought. And this is embarrassing because, you know, I have no self-control. I'm gonna go on a little tangent about book buying bans. If it works for you, it works for you. I'm not saying other people shouldn't do it, but for myself, I don't like putting myself on a book buying ban because of the amount I have on my TBR, because I will read any of the books that I buy. I'm buying them because I'm going to read them, whether that's now, or whether that's in 3 years. You know what I mean? At least for me, I don't see a problem with having a ginormous TBR. I think sometimes it can make me feel a little bit overwhelmed. It's not because of like the amount of stuff. It's more like I want to read all these books and I can't read them all at once. I have to read them slowly. Like I can't read fast enough. But I don't believe for myself putting myself on a book buying ban for the sake of quantity. Now, monetarily, totally believe in that because I need to stop buying books because I'm running out of money. It's summer now, so I can work a job, which is helpful. For money that I had saved up, we need to calm down a little bit. We need to take a little chill break because I'm spending an ungodly amount of money on books. With that being said, we're gonna get into the book haul. I have a lot of freaking books to show you. They're not in any sort of order. I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break before we start just so I'm prepared. So I'm gonna go to the bathroom and I'll be right back. You want to know what song is stuck in my head and is... Okay, let's go through the composition of my For You page. Kendrick and Drake beef. Metro Boomin's Beat, which Baby Drizzy eats. So good. The Met Gala and Emma Chamberlain's Met Gala interviews and book content and nail stuff. I'm having a great time with it. It's making me be on TikTok way more than I need to be because I'm like loving what my For You page is giving me right now. Let's just get started with the books. Let's just get started. The first thing I have here is Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton. This is one of Stephanie Bohr's favorite books, and I've heard so many good things about this from so many different people. I think it's a collection of essays that Dolly Alderton wrote about life in your 20s, love and friendship and relationships and stuff like that. And also I love this cover. The color combination is gorgeous. This is the start of like my Target book haul. Buy two get one free. When Target had that, girl, I went crazy. I had $500 worth of books in my cart and I got it down to $200, and then I bought that $200 worth of books. I think it was like 18 books and I bought all of them, and do I regret it? Not a single bit. In that haul, I bought You With a View by Jessica Joyce. This is a little romance. I bought it because of the cover. I've been seeing it all over the internet, but the cover is actually so pretty. I think it's like a second chance maybe, and they're going on a road trip or something like that. The cover, the colors are just gorgeous and summery and I love them. These two books, both of Hannah Bonham Young's new cover releases for her books. We have Next to You and Next of Kin. I pre-ordered Out on a Limb in these covers because I wanted them to match. They're so cute. Like the men, the drawings of the men on the covers. Oh my god, I love when they give me something to like picture or look at. And the drawings of the women, I love her and her tattoos, and her little overall like Carhartt moment is adorable. I don't know if these are interconnected standalones or a series or anything, and I've heard so many good things about Hannah Bonham Young's work. Look at them together, the spines. There's a little envelope and a little dove, and I think that is just the cutest little thing. I have a blue little stack and a blue little theme going on here for her first 4 books. That's kind of cute. I'm gonna mess it up because we have a black one next. Continuing on with the Target purchases, we have Her Soul to Take by Harley LaRoe. This is book 1 in the Souls trilogy. This is a dark romance. I think it's something about a demon, and that's all I know. I know Larissa has talked about this as a series she really likes. I don't know. I bought it and, you know, I'll read it and maybe it'll be good, maybe it'll suck. Next, we have The Woman in Me by Britney Spears, another one from the Target haul. Want to get more into memoirs because love a good memoir. My favorite memoir I've ever read is Educated by Tara Westover, and I reread it this year. Non-fiction books that just tell me information are not for me, but I like memoirs because I like hearing people's stories, things informing me through stories, and often I read about people that I'm interested in, so that helps as well. I learn a lot through memoirs. It makes me a more empathetic person, I feel. I don't know a lot about Britney Spears other than the Free Britney movement. I actually have read it, and I read it in a 24-hour readathon. I don't know if it's going to be out before or after this video, but you can keep an eye out for my thoughts on it in that video or in my May wrap up. 2 books in the, what series is this? Does it have a name? The Kane Brothers series. A Not So Meet Cute, which is the first book, and So Not Meant to Be. This is the second one, and they're by Megan Quinn. I've seen her books on TikTok, Instagram. I see them a lot on Kindle Unlimited, and Kindle Unlimited has a lot of audiobooks for her. If you didn't know, Kindle Unlimited and Audible have like this little thing where like some of your books, if you have Kindle Unlimited, you can get the audiobook version for free, and Kindle Unlimited has a whole section of like Kindle Unlimited audiobooks. You should go check that out. I didn't know that. Maybe it was common sense and everyone knew that and I just didn't. They have a lot of books that I would be interested in. These 2 are not on there, but a lot of Megan Quinn's stuff is. I haven't read any of her stuff yet, but I heard Steph Bohr talk about this one and say it was really good. Unpopular opinion, why do I like the ones with the man on the cover better? Maybe I'm just like delusional. Did I let my dog outside? I absolutely did. Let me go let him inside. I'm like a terrible dog parent. If you would just be chill, you could hang out in here with me while you leave it. Back to the books, back to the books. These 2, I'm excited to read them. This one's on my May TBR, so I'm hoping to get to it this month. I told myself I wasn't gonna buy any of Tessie's new stuff. What am I, her friend? I'm not gonna buy any more of Tessie's new stuff. I told myself I wasn't gonna buy any more of Tessa Bailey's new books because I like her new stuff for the most part, but like they often end up being a 3-star or below. So like they're a fun time, but do I want to spend my money on it? I don't know. Or buy 2 get 1 free. So I bought it. She's writing some sports romances now, which I might invest in. If this one's good, I might invest in the other ones because I love a sports romance. I would beg to differ that golf is not a sport, so is it a sports romance? This might be controversial, but I have a strong opinion that golf is not a sport and I'm not going to get into it. I just like to say it, piss off my brother. Is it going to make me mad? Maybe, because I hate golf. You know, I might read it eventually. So here it is. We have The Predator by Runix. This is the first book in the Dark First series, which is a dark romance. I think it's like mafia vibes. I have heard a lot of good things about this, even from people who don't like dark romances typically. It's really tall and the pages are really white. That's all I know about it. And the font is like kind of jarring. So I'm probably gonna try and read it on my Kindle. The first book in the Losers Duet, which is Losers by Harley LaRue, whatever. This is a like wide shoes, high school, I think, or like maybe college, cheer captain, prom queen. So I guess it is like high school drama vibes. I've heard good things about this as well. This is also on my TBR for the month of May, so hopefully I'll get to it. I'm trying to get more into the dark romance genre because when I read them, I enjoy them. I think this is the last one for my Target escapades. No, it's not. I have 6 more. 11, 12, 6 more, that makes 18. Okay, that tracks. I just thought we had done more. The Bodyguard by Catherine Center. This is a cute little rom-com, complete vibes, which from the books that we were just talking about. I've heard a lot of good things about Catherine Center's books, and I haven't read a single one of them, and I wanted to buy one so I would read it because they're not on Kindle Unlimited. And I bought The Bodyguard because I'm craving like the one of them is famous trope recently, or I have been craving it. This is the one I went with, and the flowers are cute and pretty. I love hauls when I like don't know the plot of any of the books because I haven't read them, so I can't like recommend them to you. I'm just saying like, look, it's cute and it has flowers on it and I think it's this trope. I don't know, I just bought it. That's literally every time I do that, but it's true. Like I buy it because of the cover like 90% of the time. Next I bought another more intellectual kind of read, but it's The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. You know the half cover? If you're gonna do that, make it a half cover. Don't fake me out with the half cover because that almost pisses me off more. But it's very like introspective, like looking at your life or looking back at your life. Maybe not introspective, maybe reflective is the right word. And I'm hoping I'm gonna like it, as I am for all of the books I buy. Next, I bought something quite controversial, which I actually don't know if I'm going to like. So I rescind that past statement actually. This is Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas. Penelope Douglas is like OG TikTok dark romance. It's not even dark, like questionable romance queen. What did I read by her? Punk 57. I saw this on the Target website and I was like, I would love to do a video on unhinged TikTok romance recommendations. And so I bought it. Some people love Penelope Douglas. Some people absolutely hate her. I don't fall into either camp other than I know that I read Punk 57, thought it was like the hottest thing ever. And then I read a few other books and I was like, wait, it's actually kind of It's actually kind of trashy and like bad. If you think another one is better to start off with, or you're like, Reagan, you're gonna hate that, let me know. Never thought I was going to read this. Apparently I changed my own mind. Pucking Around by Emily Rapp. Oh god, the people that love this love this. This is a hockey wide shoes romance, and god, it's long. It's like almost 600 pages, but like the text is not that big. And it's a series. There's another one that is equally as large. If there's that much information to read on them, I might only be getting to the first one, but these two might be in a video together. That's the kind of vibe I was going for. I low-key think I'm going to eat this up, knowing what I'm getting myself into and being like, it's not literature, Reagan, just have a good time. I think I'm gonna eat it up. I think I'm going to be a lover, not a hater of this series, but you never know. We're pulling up with the last of the Target books. No, there's one more after this. Sinner's Duet by Sophie Lark. I've never read anything by Sophie Lark before, but I do own one of her books. There Are No Saints and There Is No Devil. I don't know which one goes first. I will say, I eat up the black and white. I've heard it's kind of like the Mindfuck series vibes, like it's a serial killer or like a psychopath or something. I bought I'm Glad My Mom Died by Jeanette McCurdy. This is a book that I read last year. It's a memoir, obviously, about Jeanette McCurdy, and I really love this one, and I wanted to buy a physical copy, but last year when it got popular on Book Talk, it was sold out everywhere. I don't think they were ready for the amount of copies they were gonna sell. These books were going online secondhand for like $70. Oh my god, yeah, it's $27.99. But it was supposedly 30% off at Target, and I'm glad I bought it. I want to reread this really bad because her story was crazy and heartbreaking, and her writing. The thing I loved about this memoir specifically was a lot of the time the celebrities either have a ghostwriter, which is fine, or they are writing, but it's like low-key not that good. They're not writers, so obviously like they're not gonna be masters at writing. Jeanette McCurdy did a great job of writing her story eloquently in a way that like the writing style reflected the story she was telling, and it wasn't just like, when I was 13 I went to the store and I saw this man and this happened and then this happened and then it wasn't like recounting like that. It was very introspective in a sophisticated way. I don't know, and I really loved it. So if you're looking for memoirs to read and you haven't read this one, I would definitely do it. That's the last of our Target haul. Next I have 3 books that my beautiful grandmother gifted to me. She read them and then she's passing them along to me, and I love when she does that because we don't have exactly the same book taste normally. It challenges me to read books that I wouldn't normally pick up on my own. Thank you, Gigi, if you're watching this. If you are watching, Gigi, and you know how to comment down below and say hi. Thank you for these. We have Night Road by Kristen Hanna. Kristen Hanna has been getting a lot of hype recently. We have a Reese Witherspoon book pick. A lot of the times they're pretty good, so I think it's a reputable source. Historical fiction set in like World War II. A cute little cover. Probably not gonna be a cute little book. Probably gonna be very sad. We got the iconic Kristen Hanna book that's been going around a lot recently, which is The Woman by Kristen Hanna. It's also a thick one, girl. It's almost 500 pages of a hardback. This is like around the time of the Vietnam War. Sometimes I love holding a hardback. I don't love reading a hardback, but holding it like this, so sturdy. I like it. I pre-ordered actually King of Sloth by Anna Huang. This is the 4th book in the Kings of Sin series. These always produce around a 3-star for me. They're never mind-blowing, but they're always like a fun time. Maybe this one will exceed my expectations, but it is longer than the other ones. I'm scared to show you guys this next one. I'm scared. I bought Binding 13 by Chloe Welsh. I mean, I've always been seeing everyone talk about this book, especially now for some reason. I got influenced by everyone online who was loving Binding 13. I never thought I was gonna read it. I was like, it's not my vibe. I just really don't want to read it. It sounds like too much work. Got influenced and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. And I bought it. Haven't touched it since. I'm just scared of it, to be honest. It will probably remain on my TBR for a long period of time before I actually read it because I'm scared. We need to hurry this along because I've been talking for a long freaking time. Someone convinced me to read it in my comments because it'll probably take me forever and ever to actually touch that book because I'm terrified. I bought Happily Never After by Lynn Painter at a bookstore with my friend Leah. Hey Leah, if you're watching. It's just a short little rom-com. I've read 2 of Lynn Painter's books before. I wanted to check this one out. Also, the cover's cute. Also pre-ordered Powerful a little while back. I purposefully ordered the first book, Powerless, in paperback from the UK. So I paid so much more money to get it to me. Did the same thing with the novella. I'm glad I did because now they match in size. What do you suckers know about this? Look, are you jealous? Are you freaking jealous? This follows Adina. I'm excited to read it. It's also on my TBR for the month. I've heard it's very sad and phenomenal. I've heard good things about this. This is A Yellow Face by R.F. Kuang, another Reese's book pick. It's about a writer. It's like this whole debate in the publishing industry of like, you know, white people writing people of color and the authenticity of it. I'm interested in it. I love the cover. It's absolutely stunning. It was like one of the best books of the year last year, I think. Judged that by Goodreads. Another Kristen Hanna book that she bought willingly. Who is she? This is again a historical fiction. I think it's set in World War II. I saw Sarah Caroli read this and I was like, this is what my grandmother hasn't given me. I love the cover. This is going to probably be a fun one to read in the fall when I feel intellectual. On that same trip that I bought those two books, I also bought How Does It Feel by Janine O'Reilly. This is a romantasy. This is on my TBR for May. I think it's about this like girl who's like doing research about fairies and then she gets trapped in the fairy world. It's taken by the fairy king or something like that. The dangerously unhinged and viciously handsome Unseelie Fae Prince. I'm interested in it. I'm intrigued. That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon. This happens to be the first book in this trilogy. I had already read the second book when I picked this up because I read them out of order on accident. Quirky and just like cute, fun, cozy fantasy vibes. Butcher and Blackbird. I read this during my 24-hour readathon. Absolutely loved it. Fell in love with this story. Pre-ordered the second book, which will be in another haul at some point. I bought this on Amazon as a treat because I think I got a good grade on a test or something like that, and I was like, I've been eyeing this book for a while, let me treat myself, and I bought it on Amazon. I also purchased Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. I had this pre-ordered because it was a new release. I actually also have already read this. If you don't want my thoughts specifically and you just want thoughts, every person on BookTube, I swear, posted like a new releases reading vlog, which I was gonna do too, and then I was like, wait, everyone's doing this, it's no point. But everyone and their mother read this on a reading vlog, I swear. The covers are always adorable and cute. I also recently bought The Right Move by Liz Tom Ford. I bought this because I read it on my Kindle and I wanted a physical copy. In the Windy City series, this is the second book. They're all sports romances and this followed a basketball player. Let me just say, amazing. If you ever want to read this and you're not sure when, do it during March Madness because I did it during March Madness and it actually made the experience, I feel, like 10 times better. Another new release I recently purchased was Wild Love by Elsie Silver. I also have read this one. I love this cover. I love Elsie Silver. I also recently bought the last two books in separate V.E. Schwab series because V.E. Schwab's covers are getting redone, if you don't know. I own the original covers because I read them a while ago and I just hadn't finished either of the series yet. And so I needed the last book, but I did not want them in the new covers. I wanted them to match. I found the last two books in the original covers. Vengeful by V.E. Schwab. It's the sequel to Vicious. This is A Conjuring of Light by V.E. Schwab, which is the third book in the Darker Shades of Magic trilogy. But I'm glad I have it because if I'm gonna finish the series, I want them all to match. The Soulmate by Sally Hepworth. I've also already read this, but this is a thriller. It's a great summer thriller. Here's what I was talking about earlier. This is the second book to that trilogy, the Mead Mishaps trilogy. The Time I Got Drunk and Yeeted a Love Potion on a Werewolf, because obviously. This is by Kimberly Lemming. This is the second book. I bought this because I saw a TikTok of like after bride reads. I saw this one on it and I bought it, not knowing that there was a first one in the series. I thought this was the first one. So I bought it, read it, and I was like, wait, I want to go in order. So I bought the first one, like I said. If you're looking for an Omegaverse read, this is not the one I would point you towards, is all I'll say about it. Last book in this video is Swift and Saddle by Lila Sage. This is the second book in the Rebel Blue Ranch series. It's adorable and cute, and it's on my TBR for this month as well. Short, cute little cowboy romances, and I'm so excited. And I will buy any of them that she puts in the series because this is gorgeous and beautiful, and that's like the main reason why I bought it in the first place. That was my 30+ books. Everyone take a breather. Everyone take a breather. I know it took a lot out of us. It's okay. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for sticking with me. I appreciate it. My name is Reagan. I don't think I said that in the beginning, but my name's Reagan. I do a lot of book content on my channel, so if you would like to see any more from me, you can go check that out down below. I also have an Instagram, a Bookstagram, and a Goodreads that you can follow me on if you would like to be friends on there. Give a like, leave a comment, subscribe. I love when you guys comment. Literally say this every video, but I swear to God, anytime I get a comment, it literally makes me smile so much and it makes my day. If you have any thoughts on any of these, please let me know. I would love to hear them. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in a future video. I love you all. Bye.